Today, before I get into my video, I want to remind all my viewers about my book. It's on Amazon and it's right in the link below. So go ahead and go to that after this video. Also, the sequel is coming out October 1st. One more thing before I get into tonight's video. I want to also remind everyone that I have a Redbubble account, and it's also on the link. It's also in the description below, and you know, it's as a link. It's in the description. Redbubble. So what I've come here again with another board game that can be played on any standard 8x8 chessboard, checkerboard, what have you. I don't have checkers. I'm using a chessboard with little chess pieces like so. And basically this is just another board game that you can play. You only need 6 pawns between 2 players, so that will be a total of 12 pieces that you need. So 3, 6, 9, 12, and you arrange them in the pattern that you see on your screen. Basically, this game, I was kind of debating on whether or not that should be the name or not, but I decided that I would name it No Escape. So it's called No Escape, and basically the rules of the game is pretty straightforward. It fits on a single card. Let's see, it fits on a single card. So the rules are simple, and it's not too complicated, but keep watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like, share if you like this. I also have another board game video, another original board game video somewhere on my YouTube channel, so please go watch that as well as this one. Anyway, let's get right into it. So the rules are you can move your pawn, your piece, to any space that you want on the entire board. So let's just go ahead and run through the scenarios. Let's say the white is going to go first, and they're going to move over to this area. So the thing about the game is once a piece is in front of a piece or next to a piece, it blocks the piece, and the goal is to block a piece on all sides. Once you block a piece on all sides, you capture that piece, and you have to leave your opponent with less than 3 pieces, because without 3 pieces, you're probably not going to be able to capture. So anyway, since I've moved here, this piece is now blocked by this piece, and this piece is now blocked by this piece. So this piece can only move anywhere between this area back here. And this piece can move anywhere back here. So you can only move on the opposite side of it. So let me go ahead and kind of clear the board a little bit to kind of give you another idea on kind of how this sort of works. So basically, let's say I have a pawn about right here. I'm not sure how well you can see it on the screen. I apologize for that. But basically, if I have a pawn here and it's black's turns, they move right here. This white piece cannot move past that piece, so it cannot go anywhere along the same row as the piece in front of it. As well, it cannot go past it. It cannot go in anywhere in this area, but it can go anywhere within this area. This only happens if another piece is next to yours. So, for example, let's say I have another piece and it's sitting right here, and then this changes what the white pawn can do. White pawn can no longer go past from this pawn over or this pawn over. So now it can only go between this general area and on your board. So let's say I want to move over here. So now black has a few options. They can try and just retreat their pieces and kind of move it back or anything, because now nothing is blocking it. So they don't have to worry about being limited to where they can be moved. So if I wanted to, I can even move right here, and this limits the white pawn even further, and it can no longer go from here all the way over. And here all the way over. Just this whole half of the board is gone. It can only move within these 2 rows right here. So let's say it does this and it moves to the corner, which the corner, pro tip for you, corners is one of the worst places you could be in this game. Because when you're in the corner, it only takes 2 pieces to block your opponent from moving any possible way, because it can no longer move from this whole half to this whole half, which means it can only stay in that space. And since it can no longer move anywhere, that piece is instantly captured by the opponent. And basically that's how this works. So you have to leave your opponent with just like one piece, because two pieces can capture. I think I accidentally said that you have to get rid of, all your opponent's pieces except like three. But what I meant to say was you have to get all of your opponent's pieces except one, because once the last piece is there, it's not going to be able to do anything because it can't capture without another piece to trap it. But anyway, that's almost the whole thing. So basically what I want to do is kind of show you a little bit more of blocking. So let's say I have this scenario right here, and this scenario right here. Actually, let's make those white because it's a little bit dark. So let's say you have this scenario here, and black is here. Black can only move within this single row because it's blocked from this row over and this row over. Let's run this again. If it's like this, it's the same situation. It can only move within this row because it's blocked from this row over and this row over. Yeah, and you can just capture pieces in all sorts of different ways. You can block them in all different ways. And if you're being blocked, you can, if you're blocked, you can't move anywhere that's in the same row as that same piece, and onward. You can only move on the opposite side of it. That's basically the gist of the rules. And again, let's run some capture scenarios. So let's say you have a white piece right here, and black has 1, 2, 3 pieces right here, and unfortunately it's still it's black's turns, so black can move here and capture this piece because it can no longer move anywhere because it cannot go from here onward, from here onward, from here onward, from here onward, and it can only stay in that same spot, so it is instantly captured by the opponent. Okay, so there is a couple things that I almost forgot to mention. So I'm just going to go ahead and go straight to that, and basically I forgot to mention that you cannot be blocked by your own piece. That was one of the main things that I forgot to mention, but also I also forgot to mention that if you have an opponent's piece blocking you, and you have another piece next to the piece that's being blocked, that piece is also blocked by the same piece. So for this little situation that I have right here, this piece blocks this piece, which means this piece is also blocked, and it, just like this one, cannot move anywhere from this side over. That's pretty much the whole thing that I forgot to mention. And of course, it works on all sides. So if this is your scenario, right here, it does the same thing. However, if this is your scenario, then this piece, of course, is not blocked because this is not in the same row as that. So this wouldn't be blocked, and this wouldn't be blocked, but this would be blocked, of course, and as well, this one was blocked in all three of those scenarios that I just showed you. And again, you're not blocked by your own piece, so I can still go anywhere on this row with this piece. That's literally the whole game, really. It's actually a pretty quick game. Once you have all your pieces on there, there's a lot of strategy involved, and yeah, that's literally the entire game. So like, subscribe, share. Don't forget to go to the links that are in the description because there's all kinds of stuff in there. There's my book. There's some merchandise on there. Just all sorts of stuff. Don't forget to watch those other videos. That's gonna do it for this video. Again, the game is called No Escape.